This is the Heart of LAFC podcast, episode 108.
The City of Angels is black and gold. You are listening to the Heart of LAFC podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Jerry Jimenez and Josef Zacher.
What is up? Welcome to the Heart of LAFC podcast. My name is Jerry Jimenez, your host, your friend, your insider into the Los Angeles Football Club. Thank you for joining Joseph and I for episode 108 of the Heart of LAFC. Mr. Josef Zacher, what's up, man?
Oh, man, I'm just waiting for the big moment.
The big moment? What the heck? I thought this was
just
it.
Like, it's so close,
it's
but
right there.
it feels so far away. Yes.
I know.
It's tonight. It's not. No, it's not tonight. It's not. No, it's not tonight. Yeah. That's where we're at. Yeah.
Dude, such a bummer. We will get into that, okay? Today is the day. We're going to be talking about the 2-2 draw against Orlando City, as well as the upcoming game against Philadelphia. Let's get right into it, man. First of all, something we haven't done in a while, and I wanted to bring it back. But before I bring that back, what I'm talking about, I'm getting ahead of myself. Shout out to everybody that's joining us right now on the chat room. Thank you for being here, you guys. It's Monday. It's late, and you guys continue to hang out with us. So thank you for doing that. Those of you that are listening on the podcast, audio only, thank you guys as well for joining us. There was a couple of recommendations that came in. We're going to try to take those into consideration tonight and keep this nice and concise. Right, Joseph?
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. All right.
That's it. Yeah.
We're gonna do our best. We'll see how it goes. Also, today I was out hanging out with some friends with a good friend of mine, Carrie Taylor, who it's her birthday today. So happy birthday to her. But here it is. Are you ready when I'm bringing back, Joseph? I didn't tell you. I didn't prepare you for this one.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Are you ready? Today I will be drinking a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger. It's called Josefer. It's a IPA of some sort, 7.7%. Josefer IPA is what it's called. Look at that. Fancy.
Josefer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, it's been a while, man, since I've actually had a beer while we were recording. So
The alcohol returns to the pod.
It's been a stressful week. What can I say? 2-2 draw against Orlando will do this to you. So cheers to everybody that is listening and watching right now. Cheers. Joseph, you want to just jump into it, or what do you want to do?
Yeah. I'll get my cold brew to stay awake through the process.
Oh, is that what you're drinking?
Honestly,
cold
to keep
brew?
me amped, as always.
Yeah.
Yes, cold brew.
Wah. All right. Here we go. Everybody ready? All right. The Los Angeles Football Club and Orlando City Soccer Club battled to a 2-2 tie on Saturday night at Exploria Stadium. Joseph, what the hell is Exploria? Is it like a
It's got to be like a travel agency, right?
agency or something?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
LAFC would get on the score sheet first. Forward, Adrian Perez tallies his first MLS goal to give the Black and Gold the lead in the 12th minute. After a pair of blocked attempts off a corner kick, the ball fell to Perez, who sent his shot into the back of the net. Easier said than done. The lead did not last long as Orlando leveled things up 30 seconds after the restart. That was a freaking bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Midfielder Christian Iguaita sent Nani in on goal. We'll talk a little bit more about this.
Route
but that
freaking one, man.
Who would
Jesus.
Nani would calmly chip the ball over Tyler Miller. Hold on. Here we go. The Lions added their second in the 20th minute with a great build-up play down the right flank, culminated with a first-time finish by Benji Mitchell. We got to give it to them.
Nice play, nice give, nice go. Yeah, Harvey got torched, let's be honest. But it was overall a good play, and Beta couldn't catch his man. I mean, dude, again, well moved, well done. They earned that one.
We'll talk about Harvey in just a sec, too, because I have a little bit to say about him. LAFC would settle into the match and control most of the possession, eventually finding the equalizer in the 12th minute. Diego Rossi tallies his 15th of the season, following a great give and go at the top of the box with
Oh boy.
Adama
Yeah.
Diomande.
Dude, Rossi made that goal. You know that.
Oh yeah,
That was all. Oof.
it
And
was,
a great pass by Dio. Well
yeah.
done, sir.
Good news, everybody. The black and gold do remain in first place in the Supporter Shield standings. Like, that was a question for anybody. 19-4-6, 63-point record. The club has 5 games remaining in the 2019 regular season, including 3 contests at Bank of California Stadium. Joseph, we were just talking about this. 5 games left. Where did this season freaking go, man?
Dude, it flew by, man. Absolutely
Crazy.
flew by. I'm like, yeah, I got to plan out some more road trips. Oh, wait, there's none left. Like,
Jeez.
nah, not happening. Just enjoy the playoffs and let's win this thing. That's pretty much where it's at. Um, it's been one heck of a year because we've played so well,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the
Yeah.
parties always go faster, right? That's just how it is. You're in a waiting room, it's a long season, right? Bad season takes forever to finally get it over with. Good seasons, out in a flash.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, good season so far.
Now let's jump into this lineup, Joseph. What in the
What lineup?
what the Hold on. I'm going to drink some more of this IPA real quick. Okay. Miller in the back. Harvey, Segura, Blackman, Betashore. Then you had Win and Blessing. By the way, they put it up as a 4-3-3. That wasn't a 4-3-3. This was like a 4-2-3-1. So, Win, Blessing.
And a 4-2-4 at times.
And a 4-2-4 at times. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Josh Perez on the left, Rossi in the middle, Adrian Perez on the right, Diomande in front of Rossi. Rossi was all over the place, though. Adrian Perez looked great. Josh Perez looked great, too. I mean, it was really interesting. So, what are your thoughts on this lineup in this formation?
It was a workmanlike match for these guys. Basically, everybody had to cover for everybody. Nobody stayed in a concrete position. Everybody took turns in different portions. Basically, what I saw was the left side of midfield was basically everybody's chance to play a little bit in that position. And Rossi and Win and Blessing were basically forced to play deep when they had to play deep. Every once in a while, one of them would be the hub to distribute out of the middle. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I saw guys everywhere in this match. They were taking turns trying to find spots of weaknesses in Orlando's lineup and also patch and play where they saw openings opening up on their own side. And so it was really odd to see, but I saw a lot of discipline on the team to be willing to do that and trade off and give up a spot. Because, I mean, Dio's your target striker, right? And he's sacrificing that opportunity, switching off with Rossi at times, switching off with Adrian at times, to try to find that angle. Move into the point, open up the play. They're trying. They were trying. No fault on them. The possession was right. I mean, we did dominate possession. We did have it accurate. Yeah. It was hard. You can't really define it because it was very much makeshift.
Yeah.
You didn't have a choice. What we were used to wasn't there for the day.
Yeah. I lost you there for a second. I think I got you back finally. But, yeah. No, I mean, you're talking about possession. Now, that was 63 to 37?
Yeah, 63 to 37. We had a total of 481 passes compared to their 235. That's completed passes. Yeah, we were 87% passing. They were 74. 13 shots to 7. Of course, here's the telltale sign. Only 4-2 on goal.
Yeah, 7 of them. Seven of them off target is ridiculous.
Well, when you had 9 shots in the box and only 4 of them are on target, it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah,
just saying. And 3 big chances, 24 attempted dribbles, 11-9 on fouls for them. 10-4 on corners for us. To me, that's the big show, right?
Yeah.
And 1 big post that they hit, not us. So, for me, again, where are we having issues? We can't take advantage of the dead ball. We just can't. And now we've pretty much written it off because we've been doing short corners. We just don't have the confidence. I do know Orlando's a lot bigger than us in the middle, so they kind of sacrifice that. I get it, okay? But at the same time, it's just, we're not taking advantage of the dead balls. We're just not, and that's going to kill us in the playoffs. We know this. It's got to be better. Flow and all that, we're good. Were we getting caught up a lot on the plays? Yeah, Harvey was basically playing in mid half the time, not really covering his zone because they were trying to make up for that left side where we're hurting the worst.
Yeah, you so
You could
you
tell that was the big hole of the days
you
is the left side of
yes.
midfield, and that's why we kept plugging people in and out of that because we really didn't have somebody that could naturally own it.
Yeah.
That that showed all game, all game.
All game. Um
Yeah,
so we're talking about Harvey there on the left. I feel like this was not his game at all. He had a couple of good, you know, saves, but it wasn't anywhere close to saving how bad of a night he had. Uh, he basically opened up. That's where they came through and were able to, you know,
yeah,
just control us.
yeah.
There's a couple of comments that came in from the chat that I have to kind of throw on here real quick. Javier Delgado Jr. said, I feel like our backline get caught flat-footed and kind of just watching the ball rather than seeing the man. They're marking in the last couple games. Yep, absolutely, man.
So I know traditionally our team doesn't play man for man defending. They're a zonal defense. That's what we do. That's how our
Yeah.
system is played. It's been said multiple times, even by people within the organization, they zone out their D. Like that's how they like to play it. The problem is after goals, after certain plays, it seems like our guys just completely ignore a mark that needs to be made even in the moment. Sometimes it's just obvious. You have to cover somebody. They're making a run
Yeah.
and they'll abandon it. In this case, Blackman got caught. He got caught. He didn't follow anybody through, and it happened. Segura's been getting burned on that multiple times in the last 4 games, I'd say.
Yeah.
So there's an issue in the middle for us right now. To me, that's bothering me more than what I see on the outsides. The outsides, that's how we play. It's aggressive. We do get caught up because I think we have a bit of overconfidence in what our central defenders can do. And now they're getting exposed because they're doing double duty.
Yeah, I
Their
think
heads are on a pivot.
we talked for a while on this show. I mean, feel free to go back and listen to us talk about how great our center mids are, our center
Their
backs are.
backs.
We talk so highly of Segura and Blackman at times. Obviously, there's we're missing a huge part in Walker Zimmerman, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about how Segura was holding it back, and I feel like he's kind of dropped off a little bit. Like,
Fatigue might be setting in
I mean,
for sure.
yeah, that's a possibility, but at the same time, we're playing Orlando City.
Yeah.
They're not the most powerfully attacking team, I don't think.
Ah,
They like to dive
they're
a lot.
physical.
They're physical, sure. I mean, here's
Yeah,
the
they
thing.
got size on him. That's for sure.
Here's the thing. We ended up with a 2-2 draw, which I feel like it almost, you know how most draws for us have felt like losses this season? I felt like
Hmm.
this one was a little bit of a win.
Me too. Me too.
And why is that, Joe?
Because we're missing so many soldiers.
Yes.
Like
So many.
it
There's
was.
7
It
people out.
was.
We had
It's
15.
like
We had 15 people. 15 people. So we didn't even make the 18 roster. We
no.
had, who was on the bench? Real quick. So again, Harvey Segura, Blackman, Betashore, Miller, Wynn, Blessing, Adrian, Josh, Rossi, Diomande. That was your starting 11. And then if
Yeah.
we're looking at the bench, we had 5 people on
Yeah.
the bench.
So Pablo,
Cisniega,
Danilo
Djokovic,
Silva,
Djokovic,
Djokovic,
El Munir, who came in,
and Guido,
and Guido, who, by
who
the
hasn't
way,
played at all because of injury.
I was thinking we were going to see Guido, by the way.
I know the one guy that doesn't get like any love, right? I mean, Jakovic didn't play either, but
Yes.
yeah, maybe the next game, but I doubt it because it's Philly and that's gonna be a much harder match. But
Hold on.
I don't know.
I gotta throw this up here. Gio on the chat said we got lucky to get a draw. We should have lost that game. Yes. It felt that
I'd
way for
say
the first half. First
first
half
half was atrocious.
was
Um,
terrible.
it was hard. It was hard to watch because our
Yeah.
guys didn't know what to do. They were getting lost in that transition play and trying to cover spots, and it's hard. It's hard. Second half though, we pretty much that was our match to win.
Yeah, we dominated.
We had one bad situation where Silva didn't drop back and it was a post. We got lucky. Super lucky. We had a couple Miller gaffes that were next level. I don't know how he didn't get busted on those. Honestly, That's a handball outside the box. He carried it out.
Yep.
I mean, I don't seemed kind of obvious to me.
Yeah.
Or that lovely free kick that he took right out of bounds. I don't know. Yeah, he got out of jail a couple times, right? Um, but yeah, for me, the big issue was guys kind of spacing out at certain stages and not being there. But for me, the second half, it looked like it was a matter of time before we'd get the third goal. It did.
Yeah.
It really did. We just ran out of time. If we get 5 more minutes in that game, I think it's us who get the third goal and we call this.
Yeah.
So I can't feel too bad missing so many players
No.
on an away match. I can't.
Here,
I can't feel bad about it.
so we kind of talked about this on this show, and we're preparing all of you guys that are listening to this right now. And I've been saying this: the wheels may fall off at some point. You have to be aware that teams don't usually play this damn good. Here you go. This is
Not a video game.
This is not a video game.
Human beings.
We
Yeah.
are 2-2, and some people, whoever feels like this was terrible and atrocious, it's because we've come to be used to amazing games. This was not a fun one to
Spoiled.
watch.
We've been spoiled.
We're
Let's be
hella
honest.
spoiled, Joseph. Can you
Yeah.
please tell these people how spoiled they are?
Oh, you know the world we've been in. And I
Come
can tell
on.
you, I've seen some ugly MLS football.
Yes.
And we don't play ugly MLS football.
No, we
I've
don't.
seen some crazy stuff. I don't see us playing the 5-man clog midfield and hitting long balls and hitting in a shell. You don't see our guys turtling in a match
Yes.
and playing low block, right? You don't see our guys do that. We play football. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Either we go down in flames doing it, or we take the supporter shield. But we're gonna play football. That's the philosophy of the club. Is we play like men about this. You know, we play tough. We play strong.
Yeah.
And we dictate the game. If we can't dictate the game, we get in trouble. But that's the style we want to play. And bear with me here, but that's exciting. That's what people pay to see. That's what they want to see. That's what makes LAFC football, right?
That's right.
Is it's the front foot game. We live and die with it. I'd rather go through the battles with this than have a team like play 5 in the back and just wing it out and try to win a cup with 0 shots on goal like Seattle did.
Here's the thing.
What? And that's not my style.
No, and I think we both agree on this, Joe, that at the end of the day, as long as Bob Bradley is the gaffer of this team, we're going to have some interesting games, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless of
frustrating.
who is actually on the squad, there may be frustration. There may be heartache.
You might be pulling some hairs out.
We
It's
may
just the
be
way it
pulling
goes.
some hairs out. Joseph may end up pulling out his entire beard. You never know. But at the end of the day, it is going to be fun because we're going to be at least attempting to score. So here's the one thing that people tend to forget. The whole reason why we get scored on or have been getting scored on as much as we are is because we are also attempting to score on the other team and we leave ourselves open.
We get caught cheating. Yep.
We get caught cheating. And I think that we finally, with 5 games left in the season, we've gotten figured out. Like, that's really what it comes down to.
And we have to adjust.
We have to adjust.
And we've seen it in game. It's funny. Our second halves in these struggle matches
Yeah.
are atrocious. And then the second half's like, oh, yeah, this is our football. This is what we need to do to make it right. I would just hope that we could figure that out, in the first half rather than the second half.
Yeah.
I will say that. I don't get
Yeah.
it. Like, we can't be ready in the first half to give them this kind of game. Why is it always the second when we have to get it right?
You know how you're
That-
talking about, I don't get it, real quick. Pablo Morales, shout out. What's up, man? Thank you for joining us. From Dale Black and Gold. He said, I don't understand why Cisnega didn't play. Me neither.
I agree.
None of
It
us.
irks me, to be honest.
None of us understand, especially after seeing how Tyler Miller played this game. So, segue into talking crap about Tyler Miller. What the hell?
I don't like it, but
I don't like it either. I don't want to say bad things about our players, but we have to because, okay, he didn't play a good game. What else are you going to say about that?
I can't fault him on the goals, right?
Yeah.
I can't, dude. Like, those are good goals.
Yeah.
Not much you can do there.
Yeah, to be
But to
fair,
me,
the second goal, there was nothing he was going to do about that.
Nobody's doing that. First goal is a nice chip. on a
He
breakdown by our defense. He was
probably didn't.
sleeping, celebrating a goal. I don't
Listen, he
know.
probably didn't time that one out. I feel like that one he had a little bit more control over, not as much. Yes,
If
but
it's 1-on-1, you're toast. If you make the save, you're a star. Honestly.
dude, okay, who's a better goalkeeper, Brian Rowe or Tyler Miller?
I've seen Rose would do some howlers in his career, man. I oof.
You don't want to hear
Okay,
that.
who has more composure? Rowe. Yeah.
Yes, that okay. Maybe that was a better question. Yes, like at the
I
end of the
agree.
day, I just don't understand why Cisniega was on the bench and not Miller. I'm sorry, but I have now officially become Team Cisniega all the way.
Yeah, I like the distribution better. I like his communication better. I do.
Yeah,
That's my thing is coming out, figuring it out. Like the top of the box stuff to me is just amateurish, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
How do you walk out of your box? I don't get that at all.
No.
But and not once, but twice. Am I
Twice.
wrong on this?
Yep,
Twice.
twice.
Losing yourself a little bit, almost dropping the ball in front of them. I don't know. To me, that's all. It's all in your head, you know.
Yeah.
Skill wise, he has the skill to play this game. I just for some reason he's like a nervous wreck out there, and I don't get it anymore. I'm kind of lost on it. He's had a ton of games. You'd think the composure would be built up. He's had his chance to work with the best goalkeeper coach probably in league history.
Zach Abdel, shut up.
Yeah, Zach Abdel.
Fantastic. He's
And
the
and
best
I,
coach in the
he
MLS.
is. There's no question about it. He's the best goalkeeper coach that we've ever had
Yes.
in the States.
Yeah.
I'll say that right now.
Oh, yeah.
With
Easy.
confidence. Nobody's like him.
Same.
Hard as can be. Tough as can be. Requires the most of his goalkeepers.
He was actually called in by the United States men's national team to come in and coach, and he said no because he would rather work with Bob Bradley. What does that
Yeah.
tell you? We have the best damn gaffer that you could ever ask for. So count your blessings, guys, because seriously, this club is great, but they're making these minor adjustments, right? Where
Mhm.
like it started off so well, and like, what do? We have to keep playing our game. Like that's all that's left to do is just keep playing our game and just be better. Unfortunately, the whole can we win without Vela? That is still
Hasn't
one of the-
happened.
that's still
Not-
one of those
not-
things that's out
Not
there,
this
you know.
season yet. Yeah, not this season yet.
Not this
But
season.
again, how am I going to say that when so many are missing in this match? That's
I know,
it's an
it's tough.
unfair thing to say.
Yeah, for sure.
I do.
Which, by the way, segue. Everybody been doing great out on international duty.
Yeah.
They all started, didn't they?
They all kicked butt. Yeah. Yep.
Did Peter Lee Vassell start?
Yeah, he scored a
He
goal
scored
too.
a goal, which was
Yeah.
was it 6-1 game?
Yeah, it was a rout, but he scored. Doesn't
And-
matter. He scored.
Mark Anthony Kaye started.
Mhm.
We had Brian Rodriguez. We had Diego Palacios start. We had Eduardo Atuesta, captain.
Yeah.
All right,
Captain
fantastic.
Atuesta.
Who am I missing? Oh, Walker Sherman started.
Yeah.
I know. Shut up,
Yeah, I
Joseph.
know.
Shut up.
Mm.
Listen, our guys are out there, international duty. So yes, we were missing a bunch of people. I definitely take the point. However, I just want that extra point that says.
I mean, if you want me to be mad, I'll be mad at the fact that we're playing through an international break.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to be mad at MLS for being
MLS is-
amateurish again.
Dumb. Come on, MLS.
Out of touch, man. Just like the Federation, out of touch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
simple.
ugh.
All
right.
Yeah.
19-4-6. LAFC now heads to Philadelphia to take on the Union on Saturday. Another Saturday game. That's good. Yay, Saturday. September 14th. Match is slated for a 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. By the way, every single game from now on, YouTube TV will have that. So make sure you get yourself a YouTube TV account. Find yourself a
Or
buddy.
watch on KVMD. Yeah.
Or watch on Univision, KVMD, ESPN 710. You can listen there, or KFWB 980. Which, by the way, shout out to ESPN 710 AM, who I was listening to while YouTube TV and KVMD were completely losing it. What the hell was that?
I don't know. It
Were
was
you at
really
a
hard
watch
to
party?
assess a match when it's not working.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you at a watch party?
Actually, I went to Ola Resta Bar in downtown Covina,
Okay.
because they're an official watch party location,
Hmm.
just to see what's up, hang out, and watch the game with the family. Really chill. Um,
Yeah.
didn't go crazy singing for this one. Just wanted to watch a game amongst fans, fellow fans, and I ran into Brian Williams,
Okay. Who's that?
listener to the show.
Oh, cool. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
and
that
we
name
hung
sounds
out and talked for a
familiar.
while.
Nice,
Talked
nice,
for a
nice.
while and met the family. It was an awesome time. The kids played together, and so it was very much a family day watching the game. El Aresta Bar is a huge location. Really nice to go watch a game. On most days, they have about 50 people show up, so it's a nice place to go check out a game in the San Gabriel Valley. I'll be out there for a few more games, I'm sure, as
Nice.
it goes along. Maybe we'll invade the place one day with a lot more supporters. But it's a cool, chill place to watch a game. Big screens everywhere. Prices are good. Yeah, good time out in Covina.
Can't
So
beat
yeah, I had
that.
a great time watching it there. Good things. Good things for sure.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, no, dude, the community is so crazy big. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I love hearing that. Yeah, it's cool. One of the things too, I wanted to shout out to everybody that is in the San Diego LAFC supporters. So we kind of started a little group. I haven't been too much of a part of it, to be honest, but the the people here in San Diego are actually, there's a lot of LAFC supporters. They meet at Home and Away. For those of you that are listening that are from San Diego, come hang out. Good stuff happening in San Diego right now. But like the community is everywhere. You know, I've made so many friends, and it's cool because sometimes you just can't make it to the stadium, and especially on away days. So you have to create that camaraderie somehow, and it happens at viewing parties. That being said, Philadelphia coming up on Saturday. Make sure you hit up every single viewing party that you possibly can. Just go viewing party hopping or whatever they call that. No, it's gonna be a good time. And I think it's time to jump into Philadelphia because this is going to
Oh,
be okay. If you guys thought Orlando City was an interesting game, this one is gonna be, what do you want to call it?
you
Just a hoot?
game of the season.
Game of the season? This one is an
Yep.
important one. If we can win this one, well, first of
Dude,
all,
I would,
for
dude.
the
Oh,
last two
come on.
games, hold on. For the last two games, we've been
Oof.
winning the West, Joseph. And we haven't been able to clinch it. Like, what is going on there? But
Okay.
Philadelphia, killing
So
it.
Philly's a good team. I will tell you this right now. They are a good team.
Let's
They
get into
play
it.
pretty.
Go.
They play dynamic. They have speed, especially on the wings. They have a finisher that loves to cross through the box and hit amazing goals. He sets up people around him. He covers on defense. Yeah, we've got a team to deal with. These guys with what? 15 wins, 6 ties, 8 losses on the season.
Jeez.
Plus 12 goal differential, 51 points. They're currently in second place, only in New York City FC. I will be dead honest with you. Yeah, they could be in first place. They keep flirting with first and going back and
Mm,
forth with the lead. It's a battle between those two, okay? And they're thrashing teams you'd be surprised by in this process. Again, they play a highly attractive game. Current form, 5 wins in the last 7 matches. That includes a 5-1 and a 3-1 victory against DC United. That includes a 3-1 victory against Atlanta, which was their last match. And then, of course, do you think they take a break during the international break since they're the one team that got like a bye? Nah, instead they play Unam Pumas and kick the crap out of them 3-0.
3-0. By the way, they beat Minnesota 3-2 at
Yeah,
Minnesota.
at Minnesota. Yeah, these guys are legit. Legit. Their biggest star, as far as I'm concerned, is Kasper Zabilko. That's how it's said, Kasper Zabilko. In 22 matches, he scored 13 goals, 6 with the left, 6 with the right, 1 with the head. Yeah. He's got 4 assists, 3 yellow cards. The man is big. He's fast. Okay. He's another physical forward that we're gonna have to deal with, and it's gonna be a battle for Segura. I will tell you this right now. This is hard. He is a tough player. He made his name playing in Bundesliga 2. Okay.
Yep.
I believe for Cottbus. yeah. But
Dude,
Bundesliga 2, he scores goals in bunches. He's technically German of Polish origin. He's played youth level for Poland's national team. That's his background in international play, but he's born in Germany.
Joe,
His brothers are also pro athletes in different disciplines, which is kind of trippy. But
dude,
for
dude,
these guys, ooh,
PRZYBYLKO. The PR
Zibilko.
is silent. It's Sibilko.
Zibil Zibilko.
Sibilko.
Or they just call him Casper, guys. They call him Casper the friendly striker. I kid you not. That's what the announcers call him in Philly. It's hilarious. I know. I know.
Um,
I know.
for those of you that are still hanging out, I'm gonna learn how to pronounce these darn names, dude. Who has the lead assist? I can't. Harris.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, what? How do you
Uh,
say that?
yeah. All right, let me go into it again. 'Cause
Medunjan.
I had a moment, okay? Uh,
Harris
I can.
Medunjanin. Medunjanin. Does that sound right?
Where the, oh, yeah, Medunjanin.
Medunjanin.
Yeah.
10 assist. One
Yeah.
goal.
10 assists. He's a setup man all the way, dude. He's dynamic. I'm telling you. He hits people left and right, but Zabilko does too. And so
Yeah,
does
that's
Mark.
true.
Okay, when your lowest rated guy for the last 4 games is Marco Fabian, you're doing something right.
Oh yeah. Well, but
Okay?
okay. To be
Yeah.
fair, I mean, he's second in shots, Marco Fabian, and he hasn't played very many games, if I'm not
He's second in
mistaken.
goal. Well, he had
Second
injuries
in
early.
goals, he has 6 goals.
Second in
So.
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's nowhere close to Sibilko. Sibilko's at 13, like you said. So I mean, that's
Well,
more than
22
double.
matches, 13 goals. Like,
Yeah.
really?
So
Dude, if you guys wanna watch like a capsule of who this guy is and what he can do,
yeah,
watch his 2 matches against DC. He's a monster in those games and shows you what he can do when he gets mad. And guess what? He's mad about our game. He's talking smack about our game. He's ready for us.
he's the one that said we're ready for you, huh? That's right.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. So actually, that they're not that far away. So Marco Fabian is at 19 games played, and Zibilko is at 22. So not a big difference there, actually.
No, there's
I thought it was a
injuries
bigger difference.
well, no, Zavilko didn't start off right away in the beginning of the season. In fact, he got
Got it.
signed last year,
Mm-hmm.
and they sent him to Bethlehem Steel.
Got it. Got
Weird,
it.
right?
That's
And they,
why
fi-
would he
he-
be playing with the second division or USL team?
it's odd to me, but that's how they signed him late last year, put him
Okay.
a couple games in with those guys, and then he breaks in here, and it's been nonstop for him. And he likes to score goals in bunches. He likes to set up goals. I'm telling you, this guy, I like him on our team, to be honest, as a striker. He would kill it. If he had Vela to work with, like, dude, we walk over the league.
I,
He's
I
that good.
was listen. I was thinking we were gonna get a bunch of people coming back at me and saying, "Oh, I caught what you said about future LAFC player Mason Toya last
Everybody agrees.
podcast."
Mm.
No one said anything. So
No, because they agree.
future LAFC player Casper Sibilko is going to probably score a goal on us. His coming.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I wouldn't
At
be.
all.
I wouldn't be shocked either. This guy's great, and he actually. It's it's funny. Call him Casper, the friendly striker. He is white. I'm sorry, but he is.
He's big boy too.
He is.
He's big.
What's his stature?
6 foot.
Holy 6'4". Woo.
6'4". Yeah, he's a big boy.
195 pounds from Bielefeld, Germany. 26
Yeah,
years
so
old.
dude, he's fast too, which is crazy. Like he's kind of lanky for his size. Yeah, he's got some weight, right? But he looks lanky, okay? But his first step is quick.
Ooh,
He really likes to come across the top of the box and hit him near post. Like he does this shank pass, especially from Picot. If Picot's playing out on the left,
yeah.
he'll bring him in hard at you, and it's trouble. It's trouble. We're also playing a team that loves to shift their lineup around a lot, so they can sometimes play a 4-3-3, sometimes a 4-2-3-1. It's hard. It's hard to figure out what you're going to see with this team because Jim Curtin likes to shake things up. He doesn't hold back on this. He manages his team according to the opponent he plays, rather than just sticking to a system and saying, "Well, we're just going to dictate play, and this is how it's going to be." Nah, he he switches it up for opponents. So you're not sure what the lineup's going to be from week to week.
So with that being said, I feel like there's a very good chance that the formation that he ends up using is going to be a 4-2-3-1 against us, kind of like what they did with Atlanta United.
Yeah.
Just because how close we are in the style of play to Atlanta. So Blake in the back. Against Atlanta, they had Garis, Elliott, McKenzie, and Wagner, 4 in the back. Then up top, they had, well, I should say middle, they had Monteiro, Medunjanin,
Mm-hmm.
Picolt, Fabian in the middle, Aronson there on the left, and then Shibelko in the front as a lone striker, which I think is probably Shibelko and Fabian switch off.
They switch off. Also, Pico and Aronson will switch off from right to left.
Got it. So I
So
feel like,
depending on where they think the weakness is at, they'll throw Pico.
yeah, and something we need to mention is Andre Blake is a fantastic goalkeeper. All right,
He's better than the current national goalkeeper, but I'm just saying.
Josef. Yes,
But he's better than Stefan. I'm sorry. But
I
he is.
agree. I agree.
Yep.
So there you go. So that's very likely what you're going to be looking at. I don't think they've released actually anything that's like predicted starting, 11 for Philadelphia coming up on Saturday, but it's very likely you're going to get a 4-2-3-1 against us. It just makes sense for them, especially putting Shibelko up front.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, as far as I know, there are no injuries that came up from the Pumas game.
No, but there was some nasty tackles. They tried to break Pico's leg. Unam, they could not handle him.
Yeah.
He tore him to shreds in that game.
Wow.
It was fun to watch actually. To see how he could.
Listen,
He's really good. He's really good.
They beat Pumas. They beat them 3-0, man. Like,
your team's doing well when Bedoya has to fight for a starting role, even though he technically is your captain, right?
yes.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Craziness.
And he's switching off. It's so they're deep, guys. Like honestly, if they get home field advantage in the playoffs, I think they beat New York City FC. Whoever gets home against each other, because I think that's going to be your conference final. I'll be honest. I think that's what the conference final is going to be.
Yep.
Whoever gets the home field, either New York wins on the postage stamp or Philly wins on a real field. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, I agree. So Philly right now, as of, hold on, let me get you updated, as of September 6th. So, 3 days ago. So it hasn't really been updated. We're probably going to get a better idea either tomorrow or either Tuesday or Wednesday. One of those 2 days. We get a better idea on injuries. But for Philadelphia, questionable right now is just Warren Crevel and Matt Freese.
Minimal.
Yeah, minimal.
They're not starters. Other names to bring up is Arlen Collin. Remember Collin?
Yeah.
The defender. Okay. He plays in. He's a guy that switches in and out of the starting lineup all the time too. So you're not sure if he's going to go in. Again, big physical defender. Could they match him up against us? If we're undersized, I say yes.
Damn,
especially if they're worried about corner kicks or they want to keep us disciplined. So he gets time in. Warren Creville, it's pretty common. Andrew Wooten gets time. They shift people like crazy in this lineup. It's
Joseph, I have to give a couple of shout outs here on the chat. So Ox, thanks for joining us, sir. He said it is Pumas. And then Abel Saldaña said, Pumas suck though.
Yeah, they suck, but they Liga MX suck, dude. It's a different kind of suck.
Different kind of suck.
It's true.
I had to mute myself. I was dying there. Yes, you're right. It's seriously not to take anything away from Philadelphia. They are a fantastic team. I think you can hear from what we're saying. They're a fantastic
It was 3-0
team.
in the first half, and they got into a fight before half, and then they cruised for the second half.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
So what else are you gonna say? You can't. It's gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah. I'm ready for this one. I've been looking forward to this one for a while because I know that they're not gonna bunker against us. No. This is gonna be a trade-off match. They sometimes play a 4-3-3, so you never know if this is gonna be this just track meet, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into a track meet with Fafa Pico though. I don't want to see us doing that. That's gonna be trouble.
Nah.
How
All right,
much
man.
work do you want to put Beta under? Like, how much of a beating do you want him to take in this game?
Wow.
No, not much. I don't want to do it.
Nah.
It's gonna be an interesting one because we're still not sure about Carlos Vela. So he was in LA as of last game. From what I've heard, he will be fine, but we don't know.
He needed It's a much needed rest, guys. Like, honestly,
I feel like
I'd rather.
he needs to play this coming game. He needs to play
Right.
against Philadelphia.
Well, our
We need
magic
him.
number for the Western Conference is 1.
One. What's our
One. Our
magic
magic
number for the supporters?
9.
So 3 games to win.
Okay, there's only 2 teams in either case that can burn us. Okay, in the Western Conference, it's Minnesota. Okay, this is the only way they catch us. We have to lose every game. They have to win every game. That's the only way they catch us.
And what about the East?
In the East, New York City FC is the only team that can catch us. Philly can't even catch us. It's done. It's New York City FC, and they're playing well. Honestly, they have some people missing, so I don't expect them to even this week get a result.
Yeah.
To be honest, we should win both. We should win both. We're chasing records at this point, and the records are a little harder to catch. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, with Minnesota, I think no matter what we do this week, they're going to drop points this week because of so many players being lost to international play.
They're playing at home, though, against Minnesota. I mean, Houston. No. They're playing away at Houston. There we go.
Away at Houston
with
guys that have been playing international games.
So, yeah, I can see that.
I think they could get hit for a point on this one. Yeah. I can't see them winning it out, and why am I going to worry? It's us.
NYCFC is going to be facing San Jose
Who's
at
been
home.
Playing? Where are they playing?
NYCFC is at home.
Yeah, that's an advantage to them. The postage stamp.
Yeah.
So
the postage stamp.
Oh, and it's the size of a postage
stadium.
stamp.
Oh, I hate watching games at that stadium.
I got thoroughly annoyed. I watched the New England match this weekend.
Yeah,
against those because I was watching NYCFC because I know they're the ones chasing us.
Yeah,
and
same. I did as well.
Stupid red card wasn't a red card. It wasn't a red card, no. And I thought New England had them. It was at the end. It fell apart. So.
Yeah. You want to do some voicemails?
Let's do it. We got time, right?
We have a couple of voicemails. I feel like we need to get to them. So because of the way that they're going to be played, Joseph, I'm just warning you right now. Don't make any noise because they're coming through your speakers. All right. This one is from the 619. Hopefully it plays though. Let's see. No, not going to play. Dang it. You know what? We might have to actually skip on voicemails. Because it for some reason, I don't think it's going to be playing them. Nope, not playing them. All right. So for those of you that sent voicemails, there's 2 of you. Thank you guys for sending them. It looks like we won't be able to play them this week. But hopefully we can get some calls soon. So here's the thing, is we're doing a shorter podcast this week. We will be talking to you guys on Thursday, Joseph? Is that what we decided?
Yeah, we're doing an update.
Thursday night. We're going to do an update, and we were just going to hang out. That's not going to be a pod. It's just going to be hanging out live on YouTube. So if you are listening to this on the podcast, make sure you tune into YouTube on Thursday night, probably around the same time, 10 p.m. And we'll see what's up. We're just, going to hang out, talk with you guys, just like we're doing tonight. You guys are throwing quite a few things at us, which is great.
I mean, if there's a few questions right now. How much time are we at right now?
We are at 44 minutes, so we're pretty much there.
Ooh, injury time. Okay.
Injury time. But if anybody wants to throw some questions at us right now in the chat, you're more than welcome. Like I mentioned, LAFC now head to Philadelphia to take on the Union. They traveled directly from Orlando to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense to come back and then go back to the East. That's dumb. So they're heading to Philadelphia. Saturday, September 14th. We are recording on a Monday, the 9th. You're probably listening to this on the 10th, unless you're live with us right now. Match is slated for 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, which means it'll probably get started at 5 p.m. because that's what they do on YouTube TV. YouTube TV, Univision, KVMD, ESPN 710. Hopefully, there's no like problems.
Dude, guys, get it straight.
Dude, and they kept apologizing, but it made it worse because it just.
I mean, it's clearly a stadium signal because everybody was hurt on this one, all channels.
Yes.
So,
Univision
yeah.
was also affected by it. So I
Mhm.
posted like, "Oh, great, YouTube TV failing," and then everybody came at me like, "No, it's everybody."
No, it's everybody. Yeah, it's all bad news.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Also, the other thought I had is our guys are staying out east, and all the guys that play the international matches are coming back home. Well, not here, but they're going straight to Philly as well. So
Oh,
that's what it's sounding like.
is
Yeah.
that what? That's what I heard as well. So basically, everybody that's done with their international duty is going to be meeting the club in Philly because
Yeah,
I believe
that's
they're all
tough.
kind of East Coast somewhat. It would. I mean, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Yes. Maybe.
Well, I don't know because I know Rodriguez was playing. He's playing with the U.S.
Oh yeah, that's right. They play
Yeah, Rodriguez versus Zimmerman.
tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow? Today,
Yeah,
the 10th.
tomorrow.
So today's the 9th. So if you're listening to this, I just don't want to confuse the people that are listening to
Nah,
this
I
in
don't
the
want to confuse
morning.
anybody either, but they're playing.
The
They're
10th.
playing. Check
Uh,
your local listings. There you go.
yes. Andy said NYCFC plays on Wednesday and Saturday this week.
Yes. So
Oh,
it's huge for us. And they're shorthanded. They're missing their playmaker. They are.
yep. Got to throw
To
Andy out
me,
here.
to
Shout out
me,
Andy.
I think they're dropping points this week. I just do.
Yeah. So
Dude, Wednesday games are gonna
very
do on the 11th.
possibility.
Like the MLS slate is heavy. Like watch it. Its playoff implications are huge. And when we talk to you guys on Thursday, we get a better update as to what the rest of the league's doing. Let's be
Mhm.
honest. So we see where we're at compared to everybody else with the playoffs. Remember, whoever finishes fourth or fifth in the West, that's who we're playing.
Yes. So tomorrow, or some of you that are listening to just the podcast on the 10th, September 10th, Cuba versus Canada at 4:15 Pacific time, and United States versus Uruguay at 5 p.m. And then on 9/11, NYCFC versus Toronto FC. That's gonna be a fun one. Toronto FC hasn't been doing a little bit better. Then you have Houston versus Minnesota, hoping that Minnesota drops some points there. Guess who else? Colorado versus Carson.
Who they happened to beat earlier this year, right?
Colorado 2-0 win against Seattle. That's a big one.
Seattle.
Colorado, by the way, Shinishiki, regardless of whatever color he decides to dye his hair, fantastic player. Real Salt Lakes versus San Jose. And then on the 14th is when the games resume again. Standard. NYCFC versus San Jose. Ooh, that's a good one. Chicago versus Dallas. Atlanta versus Columbus. Montreal versus Cincinnati. Orlando versus New England. New England's going to win this one. Philadelphia versus LAFC on the 14th. 4:30 p.m.
That's some highlight matches, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Heavy.
good weekend. Good weekday on Wednesday and then a good weekend. So, I mean, what else? What else you want us to say?
I'm still tripping out that somehow, some way, either Kansas City, the Galaxy, or Portland are gonna miss the playoffs, or possibly Dallas. Like last year, those are the guys that we were neck and neck with the whole year,
Yeah,
and now those guys are struggling just to get into the show.
it's tough, man.
God, it's crazy, crazy. I love it. Let's be honest, it's
Yeah.
great.
One last message from the chat here before we call it a night. Ox said, "I'm just worried about our guys coming from their duty and not playing good. I don't want them to have international duty curse." That's the thing.
Well,
For
I'd hate to
some-
bust your bubble, but the playoffs begin after international duty, so yeah. I think our two new kids, it helps them more than anything else. What was said
Oh, for sure.
about what was said about Brian, okay, was that he's the future of the Uruguay national team after his performance against Costa Rica. They said that, okay?
Yep.
He's going to be on a high. I think Vassell is on a high. He scored a goal. Most are on a high. The only guy that I think might be in a funk is Zimmerman.
Yep.
That'd be about it.
So, yeah, and that's something that Ox just said, actually. Zimmerman and Miller were the ones that came back with the funk the last time around. And I agree. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time around. We're gonna see. This lineup is gonna be weird because we're not exactly sure who's meeting up with who's gonna be where. We're hoping that we don't get something similar to what we saw against Orlando because there's no way that we're beating this Philadelphia team with that club.
No.
That starting
No.
11 is not gonna beat Philadelphia. I'll tell you that right now. So
I mean, Philly has some guys too on international duty, so that
yeah,
that plays in too.
a little bit.
A little bit.
All right,
A little bit.
Joe. Anything
Mhm.
before we go? Let's call it a night, man.
I totally misspoke on Sabilko's career. So he get Kaiserslautern, Fürth, Bielefeld, and Köln. Those are all the teams he's played for in Germany.
Cool.
There you go.
There you go.
I want to get it accurate. I knew it didn't sound right when I said it, so I correct myself here.
Someone's gonna come at you on
Always.
Twitter
It's fine.
and be like, "Dude, nah, you're wrong."
Get it right.
Wikipedia said.
Yeah. Get it right. No, I honestly, guys, like this is going to be a great week for football, whether it's international, whether it's domestic, but everything kind of plays itself out this week. So enjoy your time, watch some games, go out to viewing parties. I'll be at the Down and Out on Saturday with the Black Army, Cuervos, and LAO. We're uniting for a viewing party at the Down and Out, which will be the official LAFC viewing party this week.
Oh, there you go. Down and Out. That's the place to be. If you are in San Diego, reach out to me, please, and talk to me. So I'll tell you where we're hanging out. I'm not sure exactly actually what's happening, but this one's going to be one you don't want to miss. Again, LAFC now heads to Philadelphia to take on the Union on Saturday, September 14th. Match slated for 4:30 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube TV, Univision, KVMD, ESPN 710 AM, and KFWB 980. Thank you guys for hanging out. That's going to do it for us. Episode 108 in the books. For Mr. Joseph Sacker, my name is Jerry Jimenez, and you have been listening to the Heart of LAFC podcast. Stay golden.
Thank you for listening to the Heart of LAFC. Make sure to leave us a rating and review on iTunes or Stitcher. Shoulder to shoulder, the black and gold is taking over.
Wow.